G'day guys, Will here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the MX5 Cup iRacing series. So this is week 11 back at Okayama International, which is a full version of the circuit this week. So we've had a couple of races here already this season. We had the short track version that we did a couple of weeks ago, as well as a long track version earlier on in the season as well. So although I haven't had a lot of chance to practice this week, in fact, this is actually the first time I've sat in the cockpit since last Monday when we did our last race. Been so flat out with all of my reviews and everything this week that I just haven't had a chance to do any driving. So it's going to be really interesting to see how we go today with no practice during the week. But we do have time. We've got about, 10 minutes before the race starts. So what I'm planning on doing is a couple of laps now just to sort of see if we can improve on our best time, which I believe is a, what is it? We got it written down here actually, a 1:47.669. So hopefully we can improve a little bit on that in the 10 minutes or so that we have to practice now. If I am able to do some good laps here that I feel are beneficial to you guys who might be watching, then I'll include them in the video. If not, we'll just jump straight into qualifying. But anyway, let's get all rigged up and hit the track. Alright, so we're going to jump into qualifying. Unfortunately, the only couple of good laps that we had in the 10 minutes of practice that I just did were compromised by slower cars on the circuit that didn't get out of the way. Yeah, it sucks when people do that, because, I mean, like, I was gaining 5 or 6 seconds a lap on this guy, and he just wouldn't move out of the way and ended up ruining our lap. But anyway, these things happen. So, we're going to have to try and get the job done in qualifying here without crashing. Bit of a drift. Don't know what happened there. Held on to it though. Crashing on my outlap. That's such a Gasly thing to do. So, the final sector of this circuit was where I was struggling the most when I did the short version of the circuit. I mean, it's very short, so it's kind of funny saying final sector. But, yeah, the last turn in particular, I was finding that I was braking a little bit too early actually, which is unusual for me, and I was losing about half a second there compared to the guys that I was racing. So yeah, I actually have a habit of braking a little bit too late generally, and then not carrying enough exit speed because I'm braking so heavily through the turns. So definitely some lessons to be learned and some improvements to be made there, and I'm hoping that I can do something a little bit better than what I was able to do in the practice session just before. I think my best lap still is a 1:47.669 or 1:47.738 according to the overhead that you can see there. 1:46 is definitely possible. I don't think I'm going to get it in this session, but we can try. Alright, time to concentrate. I'm sliding all over the place. I don't know, I must have overheated my tyres or something in that slide that I did before. It's not feeling great. Try and get nice and early on the gas there. Not overly impressed with this lap so far. We'll go to our lap timing screen here. That wasn't too bad. Now that corner, I still haven't figured out whether it's worth just leaving it in second and limiter bashing it, or that was terrible, that corner, or whether you are better doing that little short shift into third and then back to second again. But yeah, let me know. You guys that are faster than me, let me know in the comments what you think I should be doing there. But yeah, half a second off our pace. That second half of the lap was pretty sloppy. I'm going to shut up and concentrate this lap. Too late on the gas again. Alright, this is where we lost a bunch of time last lap, so hopefully we can gain it this time. No, don't run wide! Oh no! Oh. Had to back right out. Oh. Didn't want to invalidate. What was the time? 1:48.1. Yeah, that's terrible. 7th on the grid. Psyched myself out again. I think I would have been on for a 147, a high 147 at least. Let's have a look at the standings here. So yeah, I probably would have been 4th, 3rd or 4th on the grid if it wasn't for that. But it happened. Pushing too hard and paid the price. Okay. Come on, good start, good start, good start. Oh, we got a jumper. Not our best start, but not our worst. See if we can get the inside line for the next bend. Nah, we're gonna have to back out a little bit here. Whoa! Thought he was gonna cut across on me. Got a car on our outside now too. Brake nice and early. Leave a bit of space here. Let these guys sort themselves out. Whoa, don't forget you got a car on your outside. This is gonna get interesting. Feeling anxious. Hopefully we can do our nice late break here and down into second, keep it nice and tight. Oh, and we got hit. Not too bad. Oh, he's hitting everybody now. What's going on, man? Alright, let's see what we can salvage. Don't feel like we got any damage, so just have to see. Whoa! Another crasher. I got no idea what position I'm in now. 7th or 8th maybe? I got no idea. Oh, maybe I do have damage. It's not feeling good. We're still in 9th, so after all of that carnage, we're actually back where we started. Yeah, I do have some damage. Oh, another crasher. I feel like there's still hope for this race, so I think we can still make up some positions. Yeah, it's definitely not feeling healthy. The turn in on the... Oh, another crash. The turn in on the left is just not as sharp as I'm used to. So I think we're up to 8th now, or maybe 7th. A couple of crashes. Yeah, turning on the right is not great either, but at least it's consistent between the two sides. Pretty confident we'll get up to 6th though, at least. Just going to take my time with this guy because I don't know where he's slow and where he's fast at the moment. We'll just test him here. Whoa, don't go out wide. I was going for the switchback there and he just kind of changed lines completely. Under threat from behind again now. Alright, we need to get past this guy. It's holding us up. Not with a line like that though, we're not. Looks like we got some chaos going on in front of us as well. Cars darting all over the place. Oh, I can't turn. Alright. Focus. Focus. Also noticed that my crew chief isn't working as well. It's been crashing a lot lately. The latest version of crew chief seems to be a little bit unstable. Oh, we got another spinner. Oh, don't drive out, don't drive out. Oh. So that takes us up to 6. We've still got hope for 5th. Just need to hold it together and remember the damage. Oh, he's out on the grass. Oh, he spun too. Oh, held it. I think everybody must have had Fruit Loops for breakfast this morning or something. I don't know what's going on in this race. It's chaos, but we're just going to keep going around. That's a better exit. So I think we're up to 6th now. It's got no turn in at all. Just drifting out. Alright, we got to get past Kyle Don't start weaving. Alright, see what we can do here. Weavers. There's a difference between defending and just weaving all over the place randomly and blocking, and I feel like this is starting to get a little bit close to the latter. Yeah, so which line are you going to take? I mean, like, come on, man. That's... Now I've got to yield that position too. We're going to both go through. Got hit again. Managed to hold on to it again. More damage. I can't accelerate out of the turns now either with the damage. Stop weaving, man! Seriously! What are you doing? Well, we might still be able to get fourth at this rate. Just wait for him to outbrake himself, I think. Just drifting all over the place. Another one off on the dirt. We're running out of laps to get this done now. so hard to drive with the damage, man. Which side are you going to take? Hopefully we can force him into an error this time. Just cut across the track, buddy. It's fine. Alright, now's the only chance, I think. This is gonna get interesting. Drifting. This could get really interesting. Come on, man. Seriously. See ya! Oh, and he's crashed the other guy out too. Got an off track there, but yeah, see, I mean, like, just waited for our opportunity. Nice and patient, and that's taken us up to 4th place now with no contact. Pretty proud of that, to be honest. Alright, now we just got to keep it together for the final lap. Looks like Axel got taken out. That's a shame for him. One more, 2 more corners to go. Can't count again today. And 9th to 4th. Pretty happy with that, considering the chaos that was going on around us. It just goes to show again, taking your time, being sensible, and waiting for an opportunity usually pays off in the end when you're racing against people that have questionable racecraft, let's just say. I mean, you know, it's perfectly within people's rights to defend, but there's a difference between defending and just, you know, erratically weaving all over the circuit, and that kind of driving in the real world would not be tolerated, and I don't think that it should be in iRacing either. But anyway, let's have a look at the replay. Alright, so watching the start here. Decent start. Wasn't my best start, but wasn't my worst start. We kind of ran out wide here because I wanted to leave enough room on the inside for people to sort themselves out. I honestly can't remember what laps things happened on this race. Might end up just watching the whole race back, I think. We'll see. I'll edit out the boring bits in post. But we had a bit of contact there. Cars flying all over the place. It wasn't with me, but yeah, I had to kind of jump out of the way there to avoid stuff, and then ended up darting down the inside here. And this is where things got a little bit crazy. So we were almost 5 wide. And then what happened here? So, okay, we got up the inside here successfully. And okay, so number 9's gone for a bit of a dive bomb there, and oh, yeah, I don't know. It was a bit of a racing incident, maybe. I mean, I had to move across, but I had to move across to avoid another contact. So. And then he's just rammed up the back of that guy completely. So, I don't know. I'm not even going to comment on that one. We'll watch it once more, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. So, I'm on the outside. I'm trying to leave number 7 space. Number 9's just gone right down the inside. I'm leaving space on the outside, and then, yeah, I've kind of had to move across to avoid an accident with 7, and watch it from my perspective as well, actually. From my onboard. So I'm on the outside, leaving 7 space here, and yeah, I don't know, like, there wasn't really room there, but at the same time, I'm going to call that a racing incident, because, I mean, I feel like I could have left him more room. He probably shouldn't have been there in the first place. I don't know, but what happened there, I have no idea. I'm not even going to comment on that one. Alright, and then for the next 6 or 7 laps, it was just a weave fest, so I'm not going to bore you with the replay, but I mean, you can see here, it's just weaving all over the place. That was the one where I ran right out wide and nearly lost my position as well. But let's fast forward to that last few laps there where things got really crazy. Okay, so this is where we start to get really bunched up here. This was the entry into lap 9. So we're on lap 8 coming into lap 9 here. So I'm trying to just pace myself, get a better exit here. I wasn't trying to dive up the inside. And just swoop straight across the track. No space on the inside at all. So at this point, I'm just hanging back. I'm just waiting. Like, I'm on them, but I'm not trying to make a move. I'm just kind of waiting for them to sort themselves out. And then here is where I kind of go, all right, I'm going to have to do something. So I tried to hook it around the inside, get back on the gas as quickly as I could, knowing that he was running out wide pretty much every lap there. And then this is where things get nuts. So just, again, just weave straight across in front of me. Nowhere to go whatsoever. So I've cut back to the outside. They've both run wide. The more contact, and I've just gone straight up the inside. And, oh, man, that sucks. And that's how it happened. Alright, so chase cam on Kyle's car here. So this is where I'm lining up. I can see myself on the outside there. You probably can't see it on the middle screen. Well, you won't be able to see it on the middle screen, but I'm on the inside. Here I am now on your screen. And there's a bit of contact there between these two. And then again, just swooped on the inside. Oh. So I knew at this point they were both going to run wide, and I'm just gone, thank you. And... oh. Just too aggressive. Alright, so Corey, who was the car behind me, said to make sure I include his replay as well, the view from his car on that last lap. So let's just have a quick look at exactly what happened there as well. So he was the car that was behind me and ended up getting caught up in that whole mess at the end. So he should have a pretty good perspective of exactly what went on here. Yeah. So he's up my outside now. It's getting spicy. And I've gone, nah, I'm not going to fit up the inside. So wait for them to run wide and then yoink. Oh. All right, that's enough replays. Let's have a look at the results. Okay, so we qualified in 9th position here. So we did a 148.186, which was about, 0.5 off what I was hoping to do. And we ended up in 4th. We lost 0.02 because of all the incidents, I guess. Plus 45 on our iRating though, because we did gain a lot of positions here. So in terms of our pace, Nick Groves did a 146.8, which is a very nice lap. 146.9 there as well. 147.4. 147.3 was my lap, 147.2. So we were sort of 147.1 there. So we were towards the quicker end of the field, but definitely not the fastest. So I feel like we probably ended up about where we deserved to anyway in terms of pace. But it was definitely an exciting race. All right, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I certainly I got a little bit frustrated in there with all the weaving and everything, all the craziness that was going on. But I think that was probably a good lesson in terms of just taking your time, being patient and waiting for an opportunity. Obviously, as the laps went on there, I was kind of getting more and more keen to try and get by him. But I also could see that he was not going to hesitate to sort of, crash into me to avoid being overtaken as well by the seams of it. So, yeah, I was very happy to sneak past there in the end and be rewarded for my patience, I guess. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. So it's going to be a pretty busy week here, guys. I'm going to pull the CSW 2.5 off the platform now and install the CSL Elite, because I mentioned in my review that I did of the CSL Elite ecosystem the other day that I didn't feel like the Challenger cockpit that I had it installed on was really doing it justice. And I want to put it to good test and review that wheelbase for you properly before I install my SimuCube 2 Ultimate on the GT track here. So that's probably going to be the next video, I would imagine, and then we'll be installing the SimuCube 2 after that. So stick around, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, please do hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe and the notification bell as well so you don't miss the next one. And if you want to pick up any of the gear that you have seen in this video, you can do so using the links in the description below. So thank you very much for your support there, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.